Oh man, the flag is blowing. Hey, you already know when the flag is blowing. You already knowing. Rapper Die, we finna get on it. Hey, the flag is blowing. Rapper Die TV, your boy back with another one. Yeah, man. Hey, today you saw the thumbnail. We talking about this Dago, this Dago energy. Yeah, we talking about really today. We giving a salute. It's one of them salute episodes. Another topic where we finna peep game. You know, step into the game room and chop it up a little bit. Rapper Die TV. A lot of people talk about the Dago entertainment scene, the rap scene, but a lot of times niggas don't even know what they looking at. So I gotta step in and do my little Mr. Miyagi shit just to put shit back into perspective. You know what I mean? So we gonna chop it up real quick. I ain't gonna be too long. I got a couple bars that I wanna cover. Hey, Dago. One thing about Dago, from the real, let's talk about one thing about Dago. California started in San Diego. You know, to some of y'all that might not mean shit, but the energy of Dago, you know, it's kind of different. Niggas be on some content. Ain't really worried about everybody else. Niggas like we just gonna do our shit. You know, not that motherfuckers want to do it like that, but it's niggas from Dago be having a chip on their shoulder when it come to sports, when it come to a lot of shit, and the reason is because one, you know, it's that California swag. Everybody in Cali, we got that competitive shit. You know what I'm saying? And then when you come from some of these little smaller little spots, you know, you got to prove yourself. Shit. In LA, that's the big city. You know what I mean? And that's where shit goes down at. So that, motherfuckers be trying to, you know, step it up. You know what I mean? Everybody want to compete and not be the little bro. The little bro always trying to compete with the big bro. You know. But the thing about it is, you know, steel sharpens steel. So it's not a bad thing. It's really a good thing, nigga. But Dago just got that energy. It's like nigga started this shit. When the motherfuckers first landed in America, they landed in Dago, nigga, and set it up right here and went up to LA and all the other shit. You know. But one thing about Dago, let me pull this up real quick, because this is where we gonna start with this, nigga. We just giving a shout out. I'm finna start with this though. I'm finna start with this. Shout out to Isai. Man, if you know, you know. Dago. See, the thing about Dago, a lot of motherfuckers is serious about their craft. And they be behind the scenes putting it down, crafting their shit. But when they take the curtain off that shit, they shit blow up nationwide a lot of times. So you get the Nick Cannons and you get all these kind of little things because you get the Reggie Bushes and, because motherfuckers down here looking at the big Hollywood lights and shit, and niggas is going hard. Niggas in the gym, in the film room, niggas is trying to put it together. You feel me? So it's a lot of good shit out here. And then niggas polish their shit and go to LA, and next thing you know, they done blew up. They all in your face, and you didn't even know they was from the town. So that's a Rapper Die be on, nigga. Y'all niggas don't even know what you looking at. So we trying to be Mr. Miyagi, nigga, and shine some light on the situation. That's like this right here. Isai. I don't know what year this came out. This a slapper though. And the thing about it, it's a gang of slappers in Dago, and it's a gang of hard niggas. But everybody don't know that. You know, there's hard niggas everywhere, but everybody don't know that. That's what Rapper Die do, nigga. That's what we give a fuck about that. That's like going through the crates. Back in the day, you be at the DJ's shit, nigga. Niggas making beats, you be in the crates. I used to be in the crates, nigga. Just going through shit, looking at the album cover, nigga, looking at the credits, all that shit. Like that was what hip hop was all about, you know. So this album right here, nigga. First is niggas stories be, you know, sicker than their albums and shit. You know what I mean? Like everybody on this album cover got a cold ass story. Cold ass story, nigga. Issei, if you can see on the album cover, the nigga's in a wheelchair. So you already know. The nigga wasn't born in a wheelchair, nigga got paralyzed and shit, got shot up, ganged a couple times, went through a lot of shit, and, you know, got saved by the music. That's all in the Rapper Die movie that y'all need to go check out. And then you got everybody else down there. You got LC Janet, you got Mooch Massive, you got Googie Monster, then you got Seaweed 3. Seaweed 3, rest in peace. You know, Googie Monster and Seaweed 3, the two dudes on the far right, and they brothers, they got a cold story. Mooch Mass got a cold story. LC Janet got a cold story. You can get online and, you know, go do your homework for yourself. But I'm just saying, like, the music niggas produce, it came from real experiences, and niggas is real craftsmen about their shit. So when you tap into this kind of music, nigga, this ain't no, you know, this ain't no radio shit. This is like real shit for the streets. You know. Hey, but this episode really ain't even about Issei or the Lyric Gang or none of this. Although these niggas is hard as fuck, and I should do the episode on them. But this episode right here is just more about that Dago energy. How Dago niggas, you know how to just block out shit. Cause we low key isolated down here. You know, when you living like that, it's like shit, nigga. You gotta put your nose to the grindstone, nigga, and put on them blinders, and nigga, and just get with it. You know, so that's the energy of Dago. You know, niggas from Dago is used to being outnumbered. You know what I'm saying? And niggas is just down with it. You ain't finna pack a nigga out. You can't pack a nigga out. You just gonna pack me out, nigga. But that's how Dago niggas be moving. But this ain't about Issei. This really about the nigga who made the album cover. The nigga who did the artwork. Yeah, the nigga who did the artwork is a dude named Kadir Nelson. Another nigga with that Dago energy. He from Dago. That's Kadir right there. Wait. Let me show you Kadir. Well, matter of fact, let me just show you some other work he did. Let me do that. Check this out right here. The same nigga who did the Issei album, he did this right here. This right here is called the Clotilda. The Clotilda, nigga. So the Clotilda, it's his painting, but it's the story of a real life event that happened. And the Clotilda, so back in the day when they had slavery, right? and they outlawed slavery. So they ended slavery in 1865, right? Civil War and all that shit. But before they ended it, that shit came in stages. So they had a stage where they was like, we still fuck with slavery, but you can't bring in no new slaves. Like all that bringing in niggas from Africa, that shit is over. So if you already got slaves and they here, then that's you can keep them, but it ain't no new shit, right? So what had happened was, motherfuckers like fuck that. We still bringing niggas in here, right? So niggas became the contraband and shit, smuggling slaves into America because slavery's ended. Nigga, you can't bring no more niggas over here. So niggas became dope. Like man, we got these niggas is bricks now. And so they coming over the water trying to come through with they bricks. You know, these old slave catchers and shit. These old crooked motherfuckers. So what happened was this ship right here, the Clotilda, was supposed to have been like the last slave ship that came through. You know, this one motherfucker was like, fuck the law, I'm still gonna do it. So he trying to smuggle in this load of niggas, and they crash the boat and get shipwrecked and shit, right? But all the niggas, I don't know if they got a lifeboat or what they done did. They got on that motherfucker and survived. So like 100 of them survived. You know, and they got on the land and shit right there. And this is in Alabama, Mobile, Alabama. Niggas got on they made it to dry land, and you know, motherfuckers was on dry land, but it was slavery and shit. So you know, y'all still fucked either way. But eventually, them same niggas ended up somehow getting some land and got some freedom, nigga, and ended up starting their own little town. It's called Africa Town, and that shit is still there right now. So that nigga Kadir, he painted this right here, and the thing about that is, you know, that's like doing to me it's like doing a song or some shit, nigga. You brought attention, use your art to bring attention to a situation. This one is a historic situation, but it was knowledge and game that you was giving to niggas I had never heard before till I seen the painting. I'm like, the Clotilda, what the fuck is that? Then I go and start looking at the Clotilda and finding all this history. I said, I ain't never heard of no Africa Town. I never knew that niggas was getting smuggled in and all of that shit. I was like, damn, that's some cold shit, right? Then I get to looking, and they got like all kind of shit on the Clotilda. They even got a nigga who survived it, and they interviewed him. I'm like, what the fuck? So y'all got people that you interviewed that was from Africa that was slaves? Like, I thought that shit was a million years ago. Shit. Look at this nigga right here. This nigga right here is one of the dudes that was on. Y'all can go look this shit up for yourself. I'm just telling you what it is. You can go do your own research, nigga. But this nigga right here named Cujo. I think his name is Cujo Lewis. And your boy was one of the niggas on the Clotilda, right? So he survived, and he probably right there in Alabama. This was back in like the 30s, I think. Something like that. This was the 30s because somebody interviewed your boy, and looky here, Queen Latifah looking ass, Zora Neale, I think Herson. Yeah, she interviewed your boy, and I guess made a book out of the interview or some old shit. Y'all can do your own homework on that. But you know, I found all this out just off of my niggas painting. So just off your painting, I done found out about all this shit. Oh, hold on, y'all probably can't even see that. Bam. Zora. Queen Latifah reincarnated. So that's your boy. He was on the boat. Look like a regular nigga right there. Cujo Lewis. So y'all could go back and peep that for yourself. But you know, all that started with this right here, man. All that started with me peeping your boy Kadir's painting and shit. You know? And that nigga did the album cover for Issei and shit. So shout out to Kadir, because that was some cold shit. You know, this your boy right here actually working on it. Let me see. You know, to me, this is game, man. We peeping game, and that's Kadir right there. That's him really doing the shit. You know. Dago niggas low key, just taking care of business. Nigga ain't out here looking for the attention. Nigga just letting his work speak for itself. You know. That's what I like about Dago motherfuckers. Niggas just let the work speak for itself. Niggas ain't tripping. That's Kadir. You know. Look how you know, they used it for that. Look how much motion Dago niggas get when they break out. You feel me? He did that. Know y'all remember that shit during the George Floyd shit. All that pandemic shit. That was your boy. Bam, he did that shit. Everybody remember that. Yeah, that's Kadir, man. That's the homeboy from the hometown. Yeah, shout out to Kadir Nelson, man. Nigga did that. Yeah, but that's how it is, man. Rap or die. You know, we just trying to bring you some news you could use. You know, and let this be motivation, though. You know what I mean? You from Dago. You know, you in a small town. You know, I'm sure if you was in New York, you know, New York got the same thing. It's the entertainment capital. You know what I mean? So you might be in Jersey, nigga. You might be somewhere that you know you ain't in Manhattan, but you still gotta represent your shit. You know, Dago. It don't matter where you know. It don't matter where you from. It's how you come. Bottom line, it don't matter where you from. It's how you come. So if you come in hard, which niggas from Dago do, and I'm saying it's that Dago energy, cause niggas be moving with a chip on their shoulder, and you know you kind of out the way. You less distracted, nigga. You could get to your shit, nigga. Get on your grind. You know, and that's what most niggas in Dago be doing, man. You know, they get down to the business, and you know we be seeing shit like that. But yeah, I'm gonna say shout out to your boy Kadir, because for me, Rap or Die, nigga, this all started with keep it in the family. When I first seen this cover and I seen how he painted Googie, I was like, damn, nigga, that shit. Y'all niggas should go buy the shit yourself so you could get the cover for yourself. I'm trying to blow it up right here though. Just so niggas could peep the art. And that's still not a good depiction because shit over the camera shit kind of blurry. But go on your own computer and look at it yourself, nigga, and get the close up and just look at that shit, man. Nigga, Googie face shiny. And that ain't light, nigga. That's paint. And man, I look dead on CV3, rest in peace. But yeah, I'm just saying, man. You know. Dago, man, where it all started at. Birthplace of California. Shit. But yeah, man, once again, shout out to Kadir Nelson. It's a Rapper Die production. Peep game episode, man. We up in the game room chopping it up. And we finna be out. Peace.